So you know how Trump used to be a registered Democrat, and how Winston Churchill also changed parties? So I know how buddy you are with the president, so why don't you switch to APC?
All right, so for those watching, this is my son, very handsome boy. So proud of him. Handsome, now he's smiling. Taller than me. I'm just so proud of him. But here's the thing, in a country like Nigeria, you got to realize that political parties are just vehicles. They're not built on ideology. And if we had a country where political parties were built strongly on ideology, it would matter so much if you move from one party to the other. But because our parties are not built on ideology, it really doesn't matter that much. Now, here's the thing. I want a country where we've got political parties built on ideology. And because of that, I cannot afford to be moving from one party to another. I've got to show a good example. So, in this case, I've always been with the People's Democratic Party. That's the party that gave me national limelight. I'm never going to leave the People's Democratic Party. But I can support the president, President Bola Tinubu. You rightly said, we are now friends. I can support him without being a member of his party. I believe in his policies. His policies for Nigeria are the best policies. Floating the naira, removing false subsidy, giving student loans, devolving power to the local government. And we see now with the new tax reform bill, we're seeing almost a semblance of regionalism. So whereby states will no longer have anybody to blame if they're not progressing, because by and large, with the new tax reform bill, which is set to kick off in the new year, you're going to have states controlling more or less their VAT revenues. So having said that, I believe in President Bola Tinubu, but I don't believe in jumping from one party to the other. I don't think it reflects well on my personality, or my reputation, or my character. But I believe in Nigeria more than I believe in my party. And that's why I'm supporting the president, because what the president is doing are the things that we in our party, the People's Democratic Party, said we were going to do. So even when I was helping Waziri Atiku Abubakar, helping him put together his media team, helping him with his manifesto, these things that Bola Tinubu is doing are the things that we said we're going to do. And Nigeria is progressing right now. We're seeing that, we're now having a trade surplus whereby we have a $14.1 billion trade surplus. We're seeing that also that right now our economy is growing at a rate of 3.84 because we are no longer spending $1.5 billion every month subsidizing the naira. So these are things that I want to see happening. But for me to leave my party, go and join the APC, I don't see that happening. But I'll keep on supporting the president. So, Miss, did that make sense?
Yeah.
Did you like my answer?
Yeah, it was great.
Great. All right.